So what is SDLC? So basically everyone knows about. So what is SDLC and how it works? So earlier we have this SDLC, how it can implement it and what is the useful of it. Basically what do you mean by SDLC?
System development is after
Software development. So what is this exactly? What is software development life cycle? No. What is the life cycle of your software?
developing operations and testing.
Okay. So basically, where it starts from? No. Hmm?
Requirements.
No. Basically, it starts from requirement gathering. So first of all, you have to understand the customer requirement. Based on that only, you can develop the software. Until and unless if you don't know the customer requirement, how do you develop it? Then, after requirement gathering,
prepare a documentation.
okay, documentation. Then, hmm?
Which softwares need to be used for that?
Okay.
Whether it has to be done or not, which features they are asking. Based on that, we need to suggest for them.
Planning. To plan the software, what is the software needed for the based on your requirement? Planning and designing. What do you mean by design? You have to design the solution to the customer by the architecture in the then implementing, then implement is nothing but writing the code. Okay, build, no, implementing and developing both. Build, test, deploy, okay, operations and market. So this is the SDS, software development lifecycle. So what is the problem with this model? So what we call basically everyone knows what kind of model it is. It's completely waterfall model, top to bottom. So what are the backdrop of you having this waterfall model?
Reverse work. Reverse possibility.
Reverse, okay. Reverse ఎందుకు చేయాలి?
Implementation ఎక్కడైనా ఉంటే
Okay,
అప్డేషన్.
okay, fine, agreed. Then ఇంకా there are lot of disadvantages having with this kind of waterfall model.
Disadvantages.
Disadvantages. So the main disadvantages are that once the requirement is gathering, the higher level business managers and business people will don't have any proper work. So they don't document and done with that. So coming to the planning, your project manager. So the project manager will plan the software. So what is the necessary software to develop this customer requirement? Okay. Coming to the designing, who will design? The architects, application architect or database architect. They will design the solution. So what is the necessary based on the customer requirement? What is the design they do need? then implementation and development. So until unless the top four has completed, developer don't have any work to do, right? So until unless the developer develop the code, the build team cannot be build anything. Okay. After that, the testing team will be sit idle to complete all the top model, top process. So then the deployment team will be sit idle to until unless to write the complete implementation and testing. The monitoring team will be wait for the complete application deploy into the production. So what is the backdrop of this? So customer need to spend money more and more on this, and right. So I don't, let's assume that if customer has asked to develop an application, the development team takes 8 months to develop the application. So what is the testing team does in the next of 8 months? Nothing. They used to sit idle. Earlier days it is a thing happened, right? If you remember before 2008 or 2006, after 2008, so the things is going to change slowly. So there are communities, open software community. What these communities does? Who are all this community? Who are all part of this community? So coming to this community, there are giant companies who is CEOs and CFOs. They're all become together and started this open source community. This open source community will identify the backlogs. What is the issues with the current model? Where the customer is facing issues with the current waterfall model, current software defined life cycle. So based on that, they came up with a solution and trying to implement that agile model. So agile model, agile methodology. So what is this agile methodology? Okay. So before talking about agile methodology, who will do this, all these things as part of waterfall model? Let's assume that coming to the requirement gathering and documentation. Who will do this? Business people. Business managers, BDMs, business development managers, they do all these things. Next. Who will do the planning? No. Planning will be done by project managers. Sometimes your architect might be your project manager. He is a technical manager. So nowadays most of the companies following this one only. Your project manager must be a technical. So couple of companies still, if you go to the giant companies like TCS or Wipro, so they have the project managers without technical. They don't know anything about technical. Okay. Designing. Who will design? Architect will design the solution. Okay. Then developing. Who will develop? The developer will develop the solution. Whether they can use anything, .NET, C#, whatever it may be. Then build it in. Who will build the code? Application team. Who works with the application testing? Testers. Okay. Deploy and operations team, and monitoring team will be taken care about all the monitoring of your application performance and having any application. So this is the combination of multiple teams to develop the one application based on the customer requirement. So there are a lot of problems with this waterfall model. So until unless the developer develop the code, this testing team and build team and monitoring team don't have any proper work. They used to sit idle. So once the developer develop the code and it go back to the build team, once the build is ready available, the testing team will test the application whether it's working or not properly. So and while testing, the developer team sits idle. So this is the process where you can able to customer spend more and more money on that. So without releasing the product. Okay. So these are all the headaches identified by the open source software communities. So to achieve all these things, they came up with the agile methodology. So what do you mean by the agile methodology? What do you mean by agile? Very simply, what do you mean by agile and why do we need agile methodology and what is the help of who will need this agile process? So agile is nothing but this is a waterfall model which we have already discussed on the earlier stage. So agile is nothing but a iteration. What do you mean by iteration? Repeating the process, it is called a iteration. So what do you repeat on a daily basis? Again, if it is an agile process, plan, design, develop and deploy and review or monitor. That is the entire process. Coming to the iteration, you are doing the same thing and again. Okay, you are doing the same thing again and again. So how do you do this iteration and again? By using the Scrum method. Got it? So Agile is a model. So to implement the Agile model, you must have the Scrum method. What is the Scrum method? Coming to the Scrum is the process where you can have the sprints. Each sprint has 2 weeks. 2 weeks time. So in terms of what is the life cycle? This is the life cycle. Plan, design, develop, test, deploy and monitor. This is the life cycle, right? So using the Agile process, we are iterating it every time. How you are iterating? By managing the sprints. So every 2 weeks, they will assign a task to you in terms of based on your capability, based on your designation. Let's assume that you are a developer. So to develop the task, they will give you one particular task to you to complete the task within the sprint. So don't think that Agile and Scrum both are the same. Agile is the methodology which you can implement the process of Scrum. Okay, in the Scrum you do have the sprint. So each sprint has maximum limitation of 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks you have to complete your task. Every 2 weeks you have to complete your task. So once your task has been done, one iteration has been done. Coming to the next iteration as part of Agile methodology, again where you start from, again requirement gathering. Every time we have to go to the customer, okay, we have done this for you within the span of 2 weeks. You can check and done. So a customer will say yes, then we can go for the next iteration. Again the next iteration starts from planning, designing and everything again it starts. So again the customer will give the new requirement and you will complete within the span of one sprint using the Scrum. Again you will give to the customer. So now what is the difference between this waterfall model and Scrum Agile? So here you no need to wait for the long time to see the some progress of your development of your application. Here you can within the span of 2 weeks you can see something. The customer might feel happy what you are spending the money. Getting it or not? So that is the advantages of having the Agile methodology. So Agile methodology can be implemented by Scrum process, Scrum method. The Scrum methods can be using sprints. Every sprint has maximum 2 weeks. If your task has been not done in the 2 weeks, it can be fall under backlog. Can be fall under backlog. What do you mean by backlog? So the backlog is nothing but why you not completed this task within the sprint. So what is the roadblock here? What is stopping you to not complete this sprint? If you done with the sprint within the fraction of 2 weeks, you have to write a story. Success story. How have we done? How it completed? If not completed, that will be fall under backlog. Then how do you manage your backlog? So what is the pain points you have identified? Why it is not completed in the span of 2 weeks of the given sprint? So we have to identify and we have to collaborate with all the team members and team members will identify still it is a big issue. All the stakeholders involved and try to resolve this issue. So this is the process will continue every time. This is the process will continue every time as part of Agile process, Agile methodology. Agile methodology is nothing but iteration to continue the same process again and again to provide the quality software to the customer within the given time limit. Within the given time limit. So in the waterfall model, do we have a proper time limit for that? No. We don't have the proper time limit. Whenever developer completely successfully completed and give it to the tester will complete testing and give it to the customer. We don't have proper time limit. So here coming to the Agile process, using the Scrum, you must deliver something within the span of 2 weeks as based on the iteration. So that is the difference between waterfall model and Agile process. So Agile process can be followed using the Scrum method. The Scrum must have the sprints. Each sprint have maximum 2 weeks. So coming to the sprint process, every day we have no iteration client. Every day we have meeting with leads. What I have done today? Every week we have customer call. Every week you must have one call with the customer. What is the progress of this week? So once you are done with the sprint, you have to write the success story. That success story can be seen by the project side, customer side managers. So how you are managing all these things? Is there any tool or is there any process to identify this? All this can be managed by Jira. So Jira is the tool where you can able to manage all the project related management. Okay. If you use Azure DevOps, you use boards, Azure boards. We'll talk about later how this process can be done and how it can be helpful. Okay. Instead of using, if you use open source third party tools for your build and release purpose, so you have to go for, there are n number of third party tools available over the market for the project management purpose. The most famous one is the Jira. So you can create your task and assign, your project manager will assign, create the task and assign it to you. As part of Scrum, you have to complete it in the span of 2 weeks. If it is not completed, that will be fall under the backlog. It will show all those things. Clear? Now, so the agile is nothing but the iteration, the same process again and again. So every time, once the project, once the one iteration has been done, you mean to say one Scrum is done, again it starts from the planning and designing. The planning can be done your project manager, and might be based on the every customer requirement, the process might change. Process is nothing but in terms of application designing, not the iteration. Iteration will be the same. This is the iteration process: planning, designing, developing, testing and deploy. This is the same process you have to do every time. This is the same iteration you have to follow again and again. There is no alternate way for that, for the coming to the agile process. When coming to the planning, based on the customer requirement, the tools and the process might be changed. Let's assume that today customer asks something the front end. You have developed the front end using the Angular. So all of a sudden the next iteration customer want to develop the framework of it. Then you can go for the .NET or like that. So in that scenario, your project manager will plan accordingly. What are the tools necessarily can use this to complete this sprint. Getting it or not? So that how all the iterations can be work. So this is the key values of your agile process. People over process and the tools, and working software over comprehensive documentation. The process should be, the document, the application should work which have been developed. Then only the iteration will be complete. If you have the backlogs, customer don't accept it. You have to complete it. So if you have the backlog, you can extend the sprint and to resolve the issue within the given the time limit. The customer collaboration over contacts, and you must have connected to the customer on a sprint basis and responding the changes rather than following the plan. If there is any changes within the sprint, you have to contact your customers and to get the what is the updates needed related to the change of your application and the process.
Second iteration అంటే ఇంకొక sprint
ఇంకొక sprint వస్తుంది.
4 iterations means 4 sprints.
That is every time following the same things. Let's take an example about Amazon application తీసుకోండి. Same process repeating అవుతూనే ఉంటుంది. So that is the agile methodology. So waiting for the years and years to get your application done from the customer side. So we had the people, the open source community people came up with this agile process to deliver the software to the customer very frequently. Very frequently. మీరు చూసింటారు before 2008, and also once the project start, the application might be delivered, some takes 18 months, 2 years. ఎలా ఉండేది. So nowadays the customers see their application within the fraction of 2 weeks or 3 weeks only. So the application delivery is very fast. So how you are delivering this application very frequently, that matters. So that is the process we are going to implement to automate your build and release and monitoring process using the automation. So what are the tools involved to automate all of this? What are the tools involving this automating all of this? So then comes to the DevOps process. So to manage your Scrum, by managing the Scrum, we have to implement the DevOps process. DevOps is nothing but it's not a tool or it's not a framework. It's just a process to deliver the software very quickly to your customer. Okay. So now, so what are the principles of agile methodology? Satisfying the customer to provide to deliver the application very frequently and change the requirements. Whenever there is a change in the requirement, we will take it as a one iteration and we will do it in the action of 2 weeks as a sprint and deliver to the customer and deliver working software very frequently. I mean to say every 2 weeks the customer see the changes. Okay. Frequently interactions with the stakeholders, that is the sprint. Once the sprint has been done, we have to communicate with your stakeholder, I mean to say customer. You can have to identify that whether it is working or not properly. Okay. Motivated individuals and face-to-face communications with the customer every time. Okay. So how do you manage the face-to-face interactions with the customer? Again, we have some tools like you can use Microsoft Teams or Zoom meetings, whatever it may be. So we can able to meet the customer to identify the requirements and if there are any changes of the sprints and all. Okay. So measuring the working software, whether the software is working or not, which we have released in the sprints. Maintain constant pace. Within the same pace is nothing but the time limitation. Within the time limit to delivering the application and technically excellent challenges and designing and empower of self-organization teams. These are all the very common things which can get advantages of this agile principle as part of agile principle. So the main things is the customer is very happy. Customer will be very happy every time. Why? Because your customer can able to see the progress in the application development. Why? Because you are frequently releasing the customer requirements into the production environment. So customer business might develop. So these are the advantages. Persistent software delivery, increase stakeholder satisfaction, and inspect and adapt. You can identify the bug very frequently. Why? Because you are delivering the software on very frequently so that you can identify the bugs. Whereas compared with the waterfall model, developer develops and tester comes to the picture after 1 year. If the tester tell you that this is the bug identified into that after 1 year, how does the customer feel on? It's very awkward. So, whereas coming to the inspect and adapt the changes, it can be very frequently has been done so that the customer will be very happy with that. Okay, design and implementation and daily interactions. Daily interactions with the customer and the stakeholders, what we have done and how the things is going on to fulfill the customer requirement. To implement the agile, you must have the Scrum process. Okay. So the extreme programming, the developer should have the programming, and you have to continuously learning. You have to continuously, as part of to develop, you have to continuously learning. Why? Because every iteration is a new process again. So to implement that, you might have to get a chance to, as I told earlier, one sprint might be you have to work with the front end, another sprint you have to work with the back end. So front end can be developed using Angular, or back end can be developed using Java or .NET. So all of a sudden you have to learn something and you have to develop the solution for the customer. It's a continuously learning process as part of Agile methodology. Kanban is nothing but a leadership board, where you can see the dashboards of whether what is the backlogs we have. It's just like a monitoring purpose. We will use the Kanban boards. So Crystal is nothing but where you can able to manage this entire processes. Learning. So continuously learning. So this is the Scrum process. So if the sprint is not completed, that can be fall under the product backlog. The product backlog in the sprint falling, sprint backlog, and identify the scrum team. The scrum team might be your project manager and the senior people who is working on that. They will identify the sprint review. If sprint has some issues, that go to the sprint repository. Again, it starts from the new sprint. If this comes under the backlog, they will identify the backlog. Again, they will add to the new sprint to resolve the particular issue. Again, if you take in the 2 weeks of the time. So that is how the sprint will be work. So this is the very basic things. So writing the project requirement and writing the stories. If it is a success, you have to write the story how it has been done within the, given the time limitation. If it is not yet done, it comes under the backlog. You have to write it where is the roadblock and what is the where the issue has been stopping you to complete it. You have to write the stories, all of these things. Okay, this is very basic about this. What I can say, agile process. Whereas coming to DevOps process. So how do you manage DevOps process? So DevOps is nothing but basically what do you mean by the DevOps? So coming to the Scrum is a process and DevOps also I am talking about the process. Then what is the difference between Scrum and DevOps as part of Agile? So what is the main difference between Scrum and DevOps? Okay, DevOps is nothing but it's a process, it's not a tool or it's not a framework. To constantly build, to constantly deliver the project to the production environment on a very frequent. So what are the tools and what are the things has been involved in DevOps process? The DevOps process is mainly CI. What is the CI? Continuous integration. Then continuous testing and continuous monitoring. As part of the DevOps process, we have to automate all these things. So continuous integration, continuous deployment, and continuous testing and continuous monitoring. So how do you automate it? So let's assume that you have one application, you are working on one application, there is a 20 developers working on that particular project. Each developer has their machine where to write the code and storing into the particular code in their disks or machine. So how do you get that code and get the build process? That is the tedious task. To manage this code, we do use tool called Git. What is this? Git is nothing but a source code management. to manage the source code of which is developed by the developer. Next, once your source code is available, what you have to do? You have to compile it, right? For the compilation, we have to use the compile and build. The tools will be Maven and there are n number of compile and build tools based on the language which you have chosen. If it is a Java, you have to use Maven or Gradle. If it is a .NET, you have to use MS Build. If it is a Angular, you have to use NPM. If it is a Python, there will be other build tool. So based on that, the language which you have written, the build tools will be changed. Then once build has been done, what you have to do? Integration testing. Integration. So for the integration, again they have different tools available over the market. What is those? XUnit or JUnit. There are n number of tools again. Aspen, Karma. Like this, there are n number of tools available for the integration purpose. To check the code quality the written code has any associated with any vulnerability or has any issues with that application code, how do you test it? How do you identify the code quality? Code can be done by the SonarQube. SonarQube is the tool where you can identify the code quality. Then you have to, so once we have build is available, we have to package it. So how do you package? Using the zip file or war files and all. How do you build? How do the packaging? Packaging can be done again if it is NuGet. NuGet is the packaging tool for .NET, and like there are different tools for different applications, Java, Angular, and all. So then store artifact. What do you mean by the artifact? Once the package has been done with all the code, that is called as a artifact. To store artifact, we have JFrog and Nexus or Azure artifacts. So this is the entire process comes under CI, continuous integration. Then coming to the CD part. What is the CD? Continuous deployment or continuous delivery? Artifact is nothing but all the package which you have done, that is called as a artifact. So that we need to store one place. This JFrog and Nexus or Azure artifacts, this is the artifact repository where you can able to store all the artifacts in a version control. So what is the use of it, we will talk about later.
Package and same
Package and packages where you store all these packages as part of artifacts. Let's assume that today I have released one software. That software has some issues. How do you revert back? If you want to revert back, you must have the old artifact, right, which is working properly. So if you don't have it, then you need to again rebuild the code. To rebuild the code, the customer has some business take. To avoid it, you must have these artifacts. So artifact is nothing but this JFrog or Nexus used to store all the artifacts in a version controlling system. Today I have released one software. If it is not working, you can revert back with the old artifact which is working within a fraction of seconds. That is called a continuous delivery. Continuous delivery. Without testing, you can directly release the code into the production. That is the continuous delivery. Continuous deployment is nothing but once the build artifact is available, that go and deploy to the where as part of CD. That go and deploy into the development environment. So from the development to testing. As part of testing, we have to use Selenium for used for functional testing, to test the functionality of your application, whether your payment gateways is working properly, whether if you apply any discount, the discounts are applying properly or not. So these are all the functionality testing can be done using the Selenium. Load testing. Whether your application has capability to manage the load to hit the how many users at the same time. ఏమంటాం దాన్ని ఏమొస్తుంది load runner for .NET, and if you are using the Linux operating system with the Java application, we do use Apache JMeter. So Apache JMeter. So then deploying into production environment. This is as part of the CD. Coming to the continuous testing, also we do see here functional testing and load testing continuously done in the testing environment. Continuous monitoring. There are multiple tools available for continuous monitoring. So we can use Azure Monitor, or we can use Datadog, or we can use Nagios as part of monitoring your application and services. Okay, see here the n number of tools involved as part of DevOps process. So that could be the reason I used to say DevOps is not an tool or not an framework. By collaborating multiple teams, by collaborating multiple people, you are frequently releasing the application or development to the customer. Got it? That is a DevOps process. So clear? So these are all the things we can collaborate. So then let's see that how do you automate all of these things using the various tools. Now as part of CA and as part of CD, there are n number of tools involved. For the source code management, we have to Git. For the continuous integration, continuous deployment, we can use. For the continuous integration, we can use, what is the famous tool for this? Jenkins. For the continuous deployment, you can use Octopus. For the continuous testing, you can use Selenium. For the continuous monitoring, we can use any Datadog, Nagios. There are n number of third-party tools again available for the monitoring purpose. So as part of open source, we can use Jenkins or Travis CI. There are n number of tools available for the continuous integration. No, that is the part of CI. CI lo em jarugutundi adi.
Integration, అవి కూడా tools.
అవి కూడా tools. సో ఆ టూల్స్ అన్ని మనం ఎలా ఇంటిగ్రేట్ చేస్తాం యూజింగ్ దీస్ టూల్ జెన్కిన్స్.
Oh,
So we will talk about later why we are not going for these open source tools, where we are talking about Azure DevOps. What is the advantages of having the Azure DevOps rather than compared with all this? Okay, so these are all the various tools integrated as part of the DevOps process. Clear so far? So now so coming to the Agile and DevOps process, the differences are the main differences. DevOps is the practice of bringing development and operations team together, where Agile is a iterative approach that focuses on collaboration. So Agile process is mainly used to collaborate all the things, whereas coming to the DevOps process is to collaborate multiple teams and multiple development teams and multiple people to continuously deliver the software using the continuous integration, continuous deployment to the customer. Okay, so the DevOps focuses on constantly testing and delivering the, while Agile process focus on constant changes. How do you change the how do you go for constant changes? By managing the multiple iterations. By managing the multiple iterations. So then DevOps requires relatively a large team, and whereas Agile requires a small team. So how can you say that as a DevOps process needs a large team? You should have the developer, you should have the tester, you should have the monitoring team, you should have the DevOps team to manage all this. Whereas coming to the Agile team is the high level team. I mean to say your managers and all to manage the multiple iterations. Very simple. Okay, you have to understand very simple, that is Agile is the process. Agile is the methodology, mean to say, to implement the software development life cycle. Whereas coming to the Scrum or DevOps is the process of managing the Agile. That's it. Okay. So developing DevOps is a leverage both shifts team and right principles and implementing the principles of that. Agile leverages the principle. We don't have any shifts and all. So whereas coming to the DevOps process, you must have the shifts. One shift may be developers, and the continuous monitoring team will be available 24/7. These things, all these things comes to the picture. Okay, so we have totally today we have seen Agile process and Scrum and DevOps. So Agile is a methodology where you can able to deliver, helps to deliver the application very frequently by having the Scrum methodology to implementing DevOps process. Okay, so DevOps is nothing but by collaborating multiple teams to fasten delivery of your application. How do you manage all this DevOps process? Using the Scrum. How do you manage the Scrum? By managing the Agile methodology. This is the hierarchical way. Okay, so nowadays your project manager be a Scrum Master. The Scrum Master is nothing but he should know that when the project should be delivered, when the project should be identified, who is the right person to do this particular task, and how do you manage and how to assign this task to the particular developer or tester. These things can be managed by your Scrum Master. The Scrum Master can be your manager or the project manager or something like. So that could be the reason nowadays I am telling that there is no project managers without a technicality. They must know the technical things. Being as a project manager nowadays, they must know about the technical process. Okay, so this is all about the Agile process. So Agile methodology is nothing but iteration which you can do the same process again and again to fasten the delivery of your application to the customer, and frequently to release the application. It's a quality application. Okay, so coming to this DevOps, we are talking about Git, that is the source code management. How do you manage your source code and all? Then Azure DevOps. So we will talk about later. Instead of using this Jenkins and all, why do we go for Azure DevOps? Now why every customer is looking for it?
ఇవన్నీ అవసరం లేదు సార్.
ఇవన్నీ రావు. SDLC కాదు ఎక్కడ రావు. So that process is different. Now what we are talking is different. So DevOps is the DevOps. That can be process. I mean to say, again you have to understand it. It's just a process. No one recommend to use this tool only you have to use. You can use anything to maintain this DevOps process. As part of our course, we are choosing Azure DevOps rather than going for Jenkins and Travis CA or other tools. So now we will talk about later why we are talking about Azure DevOps only rather than Jenkins. What is the advantages of it? Okay, Azure DevOps and Docker for the containerization. These three things comes under. So as part of Azure DevOps, we will see .NET application deployment. We will deliver the .NET application very quickly. VSTS is converted as a Azure DevOps 2 years ago. VSTS is Azure DevOps. Okay, VSTS again it's a tool only. VSTS again it's a tool. So as part of, now you can simply, I will say one thing. Azure DevOps is, okay, we'll talk about later why we are going for Azure DevOps rather than using this Jenkins and all. So the next big thing in the next couple of years, like 2020 or 2021, Azure DevOps is, most of the customers looking for Azure DevOps only. So what is the advantages? Nowadays, in the earlier days, if you talk about DevOps, everyone is talking about the Jenkins and Travis CI and rest of the tools. So nowadays, why people is talking about Azure DevOps rather than using these tools? Azure DevOps is nothing but a VSTS. Again, it's a tool which is used for the build and release purpose, right? So nowadays, why people is talking about VSTS as Azure DevOps rather than Jenkins and all? We'll talk about later. So here only మీకు అర్థం అవుతుంది how many tools we are integrating to deliver, to build and release. There is only one tool can done everything. It can manage. ఇక్కడ ఏంటి, for the source code management purpose you have to use Git. For the build and compile you have to use some third party tools again. Okay, monitoring you have to use. For the artifact you have to use JFrog or Nexus. Whereas coming to Azure DevOps, it can be integrated with all these features. This is the one-stop shop. Okay, that we'll talk about later. Then you can able to understand easily. Okay, so this is all about the Azure process. Any questions so far? So from tomorrow onwards, we will start about source code management. How the source code management will work, how it can be helpful for you in the real-time scenarios.
జావా కూడా ఇందులో చేసుకోవచ్చు.
మీకు ఏదైనా చేయండి.
మీరు డాట్నెట్ చెప్తాను,
నేను డాట్నెట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తాను.
అంటే జావా కూడా చేయొచ్చు.
నేను డాట్నెట్ చేసి చూపిస్తాను, మీరు జావా చేయండి. ఐ విల్ టెల్ యూ ద ప్రాసెస్. క్లియర్ సో ఫార్? ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్?
మళ్ళీ మనం సపరేట్ లాగిన్ లోకి వెళ్ళాలి.
Then so there are a lot of process involved in this. How do you integrate with your Azure portal with the DevOps portal? What are the build process? Build process ki build ela avutundi. So what is the Jenkins? Jenkins is nothing but a Jenkins works on which process? Master and slave process. Master em chestadi to manage all the slaves. Slaves machines are used to build the code. ఇక్కడ మనకు మిషన్స్ ఏ ఉండవు. వై? బికాస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ కంప్లీట్లీ SaaS మోడల్ విచ్ ఇస్ మేనేజ్డ్ బై ద మైక్రోసాఫ్ట్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్. ఓకే, అలాంటప్పుడు మీరు బిల్డ్ ఎలా చేస్తారు? అగైన్ బిల్డ్స్ ఈస్ ద 2 different types. మైక్రోసాఫ్ట్ బిల్డ్ అండ్ we can manage our own build. So this will talk about later step by steps all of
మనం ఇప్పుడు అజూర్ అడ్మిన్ అయిపోయిందా సార్?
Azure administration అయిపోయింది. Clear so far about Agile process. So if you are clear with the process, then only we can move into the DevOps. ఈ ప్రాసెస్ లేకుండా, if you don't have this process, there is no point of having the DevOps. DevOps అనే కాన్సెప్టే లేదు if you don't have Agile or Scrum. So we have implemented the Agile process. To deliver this Agile process, you must have the Scrum and DevOps process. Got it? So any questions, let me know, else we will meet tomorrow by starting the Git source code repository management. Scrum Master ante, that is the certification we have to do to deliver this. Ante Scrum, as part of Scrum, you have to manage the sprints, backlogs, success stories. ఇవన్నీ వస్తాయి. అన్ని మేనేజ్ చేయడానికి ఒక టూల్ ఉంటుంది, అదే జీరా.
జీరా థర్డ్ పార్టీ అజూర్లోనే
అజూర్ బోర్డ్స్ వచ్చేస్తుంది. సో this is the one of the advantage. Without buying your license of your Jira, you can use Azure boards in Azure DevOps. ఇవన్నీ ఉండవు. That's the thing. So earlier Microsoft coming up with solutions. There are Jenkins and other third-party tools very booming. Nowadays, every customer is looking for this solution as Azure DevOps. So ఈ Azure DevOps కి చాలా పెద్ద మార్కెట్ ఉంటుంది నెక్స్ట్ 2020 నెక్స్ట్ couple of 2 years. క్లియర్?
2 years ఇంకొకటి వస్తుంది
మైట్ బి చెప్పలేను. ఇప్పుడు డెవాప్స్ అంటున్నాం, నెక్స్ట్ ఆఫ్టర్ 2 years నో డెవాప్స్. వాట్ ఈస్ నో డెవాప్స్? నౌడేస్ ఎవ్రీవన్ ఆల్రెడీ ఇంప్లిమెంటెడ్ AI apps, ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ apps. ఏముంది అందులో? డెవలప్ చేస్తాడా, ఒక సింగిల్ బటన్ నాకు డైరెక్ట్లీ గో అండ్ డిప్లాయ్. You no need to have a DevOps engineer at least. So that is the reason I used to say administrator is evergreen. One touches it evergreen. So there must be 2 things will be always available. Developer at the same time administrator. ఇవి రెండే, మధ్యలో ఎన్ని వచ్చినా అన్ని పోతుంటాయి. So these are all just for the time being.
అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటర్ అనేది లేదు కదా సార్, ఐడియాలో పోతారు.
దట్ ఈస్ దట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఆటోమేట్. అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటర్ ఉన్నాడు, యు ఆర్ ఆటోమేటింగ్ దెమ్, దట్స్ ఇట్. ఆటోమేట్ చేయడానికైనా అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటర్ కావాలి కదా. ఇఫ్ యూ గో అండ్ టాక్ అబౌట్ అ క్లస్టర్ టు ద డెవలపర్, యూ డోంట్ నో అబౌట్ క్లస్టర్.
స్క్రమ్ మాస్టర్ అనేది
సర్టిఫికేషన్. So the Scrum Master might identify that how the sprints work, whom to assign particular task, and when managing all the teams and managing the stakeholders. So Scrum Master అనేవాడు నీ డెవలప్మెంట్ టీమ్ కి, నీ డెవాప్స్ టీమ్ కి, నీ కంప్లీట్ ఆల్ ద టీమ్స్ కి, టెస్టింగ్ టీమ్, డెవలప్మెంట్ టీమ్ అండ్ ఆపరేషన్స్ టీమ్ కి, నీ కస్టమర్ కి మధ్యలో ఉంటాడు. So he used to manage the entire project. Pack manager kind of thing is Scrum Master as part of Agile methodology. Clear? Tomorrow we will talk about Git.
Git hub came sir.
We will talk about chapter. So Git is nothing but a tool where you can able to push the code. GitHub is the central repository.
Open source,
not open source. Again, we have different scenarios. Again, Git enterprise, Git open source. Again, many different. ఇప్పుడు మీరు if you see this, what I can say, ARM templates తీసుకున్నారు from GitHub. What is that? That is a public repository. Everyone can able to access. ఇప్పుడు అమెజాన్ వాడు కోడ్ రాసుకున్నాడు. ఇఫ్ కి రిలీజ్ ఇన్ టు ద పబ్లిక్, వాట్ విల్ బి హ్యాపీ? అమెజాన్ వాడు ఒక అప్లికేషన్ ఉంది, వాడు అప్లికేషన్ అంతా పబ్లిక్ లో పెట్టాడు, ఏమవుతుంది అప్పుడు? ఓపెన్ సోర్స్ కాదు, దట్ ఈస్ అ సెక్యూరిటీ థ్రెట్. ఎనీవన్ క్యాన్ ఏబుల్ టు టేక్ ద కోడ్ అండ్ దే కెన్ మాడిఫై అండ్ దే కెన్ డూ వాట్ ఎవర్ దే వాంట్. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ GitHub has 2 versions, public and private. Again, So what we are able to see, that's a completely public. When you come to the private, that is the enterprise. You have to buy the license and keeply store into the separate private repository for your organization. So allowed. We'll talk about later. Once done with this Git, and we'll talk about a GitHub. Okay. See you tomorrow.
Azure